3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some more 6v6 games. So we're continuing our placements for this season, hoping to progress into champion. We haven't been playing ranked seriously for many seasons, so still reasonably new to it, but slowly getting the hang of things again. So I'm pretty certain that we'll get in champion this season. If I keep playing it, I am going to still be playing some stadium and some 5v5, and I haven't yet decided what I like, but I don't know, something about 6v6 right now, it feels weirdly, it just feels like a more casual version of ranked, and I'm quite enjoying that, which is a bit worrying. But it's also, is the gameplay better? I don't know. Like, I need to give 5v5 a bit more time. But either way, we are in our first game. We are playing Oasis. I've got some good games for you. Also some kind of cool reactions from some of the players in these games. Use Coalescence targeting players in the back line here. Moira, I can see why people are complaining about this hero quite a lot. So now we'll just get the Freya down as well. And just, yeah, aggressive pushing. Unless I need to actually retreat, we're not really gonna. So yeah, aggressive DPS Moira, but still providing some strong healing for our team. I still don't like calling it DPS Moira. It's easier for other people to understand, but we're a hybrid Moira. We have elements of tanking, elements of DPS, and elements of support healing in our gameplay, and we try and use as much of it as possible because that's how we get value out of Moira, a hero with no utility. He's just fading that Bastion ult here. We're trying to keep the blocking Ramattra alive, but I mean, a point blank, well not point blank, but a close range Malgra on him. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. It was close though. It was pretty close. Right, so we're up to 74%. Enemy team have secured the objective, at least for now. Provide a bit of healing for our team. I tell you what though, I'm not that scared of the 1v1 against the Malga, like on Moira. I think the damage is slow enough that we've got all sorts of, you know, fade options, tanking a bit with heal orbs. Yeah, if they're right next to you, then you just kind of get deleted, but I'm not that bothered from a Moira perspective. It's just a real pain to keep your team alive. Winston's going to need a jump back very soon. Is tanking there for a little bit. And Brig getting some healing over onto them. 90%. Enemy team needs to touch. We're waiting on the flank here. Just hoping that if a tank runs past, we're just going to target everybody else behind them. In this case, though, we can just get some healing out on our team. Malga's not going to get to the point in time. And we do take the first stage. Got nearly 4k damage. Only the Ramattra, actually the Ramattra and the Freya on our team doing, yeah, basically the same. Little fade jump up top. You can rewind that one. And while you're down there, hit the like button on the video as well. But yeah, if you wanna see how we did that, there's a certain distance you could be, and there's a nice line, which is where you should jump from. So we didn't have our fade for that Bastion grenade. Not a problem. Although our team look like we are going to lose this objective. Okay, not the best orb bounce location, but I'm expecting the monkey to jump, which is why we then reverse the orb. Reversal being the perk that we picked, and the perk that we will pick in all of our games. Because I just really don't like the changes to fade that the longer fade one gives you. I'm so used to the timing. As you can see, we fade perfectly every time. Shake of the head. Yeah. Clear mistake. We had fade. But we do try and tank as much damage as possible and then fade back. Okay, so a better orb bounce location is there. Because if you watch this orb, that flies through the choke point. We wanted to fire one from spawn. It just means it'll be a couple of seconds before we got another one back up here. Do fade just in case there's a little bit more damage coming in. Monkey's jumped in aggressively. Bastion taken down. Damage orb should bounce a little bit, but we're just going to grasp the Malga. Pulse bomb comes in as well onto them, but it's not quite enough to take him down here. Gonna fade. We've got Coalescence and a damage orb. And okay, a Mauga in a Kiriko ult is a bit more scary. We're definitely scared of a Mauga in a Kiriko ult. So enemy team up to 65% now. Gonna try and fire a heal orb over there. The quicker we fire our heal orb, the quicker we get one from spawn. Everybody's anti right now. We do fire the orb just a little bit before the anti wears off so that it can start healing. And actually, I'm not going to be able to survive this one. So let's go over to the point. Tracer is here as well. Can reverse that orb, but I think we're going to get taken down. Junker Queen very low. I do like that in 6v6 tanks feel killable even as a Moira. You don't have to duel them for about an hour, and if they get any healing, then that's it. It's just done. So we have a Tracer out over onto the point though. So we are going to be able to get a touch in here. Do reverse. No, we didn't actually reverse that orb. Never mind. I thought we were going to reverse that one. Mauga's used ult over on the point. Damage orb at the back. Not going to go into it this time. I feel like we've got quite a few stall options if we just hang around here. So even if players die, they may be able to get back in time. Not too scared of the Mauga, but we are going to have to fade that one. They do get taken down. Is our team able to just about cap this? Enemy team on 99% though. A reverse version of that orb we fired earlier. Take two. Try the reversal orb, but yeah, we fired it a little bit at the wrong angle. Let's flat bounce this one. We have the option to reverse it, but we don't necessarily need to do that. It is tagging plays right now. Coalescence as our Lucio is taken down. Mauga's there. Gonna fade this one. Tracy gets taken out. Okay, can we cut off the supports? Well, they have to come through the choke point first of all. Looks like there's a Sombra and I, but I mean our team's in quite a bit of trouble here. Kiriko, a little bit of dodge tech. Gonna fade there. Stay still so they don't know where we've gone, so we can come back to fight another day. Freya is tagging us though. Let's see if we can get some healing out on over to our team. We also get a touch. There is a Bastion next to us. Does use the nade to jump though, which isn't going to help them. But I think they already had that in their mind. Tracer and I linking up to take them down. Freya's still here. Gonna have to fade away from the point. Gonna wait for an orb at least. We do get another touch, but Juno and Junker Queen, and I think the Freya as well, do manage to eliminate us. An enemy team gonna be taking this to 1-1 the score. Got 8,600 damage, 8,900 healing so far with 15 elims and 6 deaths. Not too bad, but we are going on to round 3. I feel like this is probably a better stage, but it's a bit tricky sometimes with a high ground to play as a Moira. Flat bounce a heal orb. That will keep the Orisa going on. Mauga pushed in a little bit too deep there. Enemy Mauga does get a little bit low. Junker Queen, we're going to fade and get the health. We have to rotate this way around though. If we went out the other way, we'd be in the line of sight of so many players. Junker Queen misses the axe throw. Got an orb over onto the point, but we're going to have to fade backwards. And not looking too good. Enemy team able to capture the point for now. Healing orb over onto the Mauga. It's nearly it ran out of capacity so quickly then. It was a good choice definitely to fire the heal orb rather than a damage orb, but let's go for the other option here. Gonna fade around. Okay, team sitting back. Fair enough, they've taken a bit of damage and they're looking for some heals, but I do feel like they can take a little bit of damage. Right, Coalescence over onto the point. We can fade, jump up to the high ground, put some pressure over onto the Juno. She's taking too long to die though, so instead gonna rotate that healing over onto the Mauga. Can we also get the damage there? Our Mauga does get taken down, but we do trade. And that's okay, we're all over the point right now. Junker Queen taken down. Juno's very low. Does hit us with the missiles. And our team going to secure the objective for now. Enemy team up to 39%. We push that a little bit. It is scary, but I do feel like we can utilize cover well enough there. As soon as our fade's up, we can start looking again. Okay, Bastion, don't need to fade that. It was very direct. Take a bit of damage here, so we're going to fade even further back. Want to fire a heal orb, but we're going to make sure that we bounce it off of a wall rather than just fire it so it goes off the map. Mauga in a bit of a struggle here. The Bastion ult was over onto us. Was a bit scared of potentially other Bastion ults coming in. I only saw him fire one. I'm not sure where the other ones went. It's not looking too good for our team now. Our Ashe does get taken down, but Orisa does take down the Freya. Junker Queen ult comes in. We're not going to be able to save the Sojourn there, but we are fighting against the Mauga for now. Having to back off. Oh, we hear him running. Oh, no way he can make that turn. In fact, the Junker Queen even got there in time. That's kind of crazy. 12k damage, 13k healing. Neck and neck at the moment. Both teams on 47%. It's a close one. And I'm definitely trying to upload some better games for you guys. I'm used to Stadium, where you can jump over that wall. Can't do that in the regular game. Have to save your fade coming out of spawn, really. Right, Coalescence. A little bit scary. Having to look at the Junker Queen here, because if players push us, we haven't got eyes on them. Mauga's very low. The damage orb's in there. I think we dodged those Juno missiles. Now she's in a pretty bad position. We do manage to eliminate her. Enemy team locked in 67%. If we chase down the Kiriko before she TPs, we can. Sojourn, thank you very much for coming down here to cover, recognizing that we were going to be falling there. I'll return the favor with a heal orb that will reverse to go back up the stairs, just in case they were taking any more damage. Neck and neck again, 6-7. The damage orb was also atrocious. Right, let's make sure that we fade jump up top. Should keep us a little bit safer, although the Bastion, I don't like that high ground up there if the Bastion's shooting from long range. Juno might be able to take her down. She hasn't really realized that we're still on her. They're dealing damage. 2 supports eliminated. We've got a Bob on the point as well. Mauga ult's in a terrible position from here. Farah is also in there, at least briefly. They do get taken down 99%. And they're not going to be able to get another player on point. 13,000 damage. 15k healing, 28 limbs. I think we did pretty well that game. A few little mistakes, but overall, thought it was quite a good game. Oh, we got play of the game as well. Let's watch this one before we move on to the next one.
Surrender to my will.
It's the Coalescence over onto the back line. If you get stunned out of it, immediately fade. And yeah, it was a pretty good cleanup, but either way, we're going on to New Queen Street. Push map. I never normally go this way at the start. You see how there's a soldier up there? I would normally go over the top left side, but I've noticed in low ranks players rarely ever go up on that little high ground bit. So I say low ranks, right? I know this is like GM or low GM at the moment. In the top ranks, I swear more players just take the route up there, and if you're on the low ground, it's a bit painful. So I thought, yeah, let's go this way. But then it turns out that at least one player did go like up onto that high ground area. Right, gonna fade those echo bombs. Expecting players to go up into that room, but damage orb's not really hitting anybody. Ah, they've gone D.Va. Not as afraid of D.Va in 5v5, but she can be a bit annoying. Okay, make sure we fade away from the Junker Queen. D.Va's still on us. Doesn't eat the heal orb fast enough there. We did get a nice amount of healing. Did manage to pop her mech as well. On a damage orb to try and zone the players at the back. I think in this game, by the way, our tank, our Rhine, wanted to play Moira. So they're most played Moira, but I locked it in early. And we have a similar situation in the next game as well. But you'll have to wait and see how that one unfolds. That damage orb can make it all the way through there. I don't think it didn't actually connect with anybody, but you can throw one there. And look, we've already got another orb, so it is kind of worth figuring out some of those long range orbs. Cooldown's pretty quick. Gonna rotate around, and it's a bit lucky for the DPS that we happen to be there. Junker Queen taking down Mercy. Oh, I wanted to fade to cut off the Mercy, but there's a Bastion in there, which does make it a little bit awkward for us. Damage orb. Yeah, okay, Mercy being a little bit deathmatchy. We like to see it. Oof. Some players getting killed by Sion. Still learning the Sion. Still learning the heroes. The biker girl. Okay, Zen's up the top. D.Va's on us, so we're going to have to fade quite far back. The orb does kill the Zen, thanks to, I believe, the Rhine. But Mercy is going to res them up, so we're going to go straight back there. Flat bounce the orb and then get out of there. There is a Mega in this room if we need it, but the Junker Queen ult was huge. Okay, I mean, look how far we've pushed it. They haven't yet moved it a single meter. So any chance that I get to stall the bot from moving, that's going to allow our team to get forward spawns. They would have got the forward spawns anyway because the enemy team has to move it to the middle of the map. And obviously we're all going to have spawned by then because it's a long way that they've got to do. But generally the goal on these maps is all about blocking and retaining forward spawns. So that's why I'm making sure that I'm level with the bot here. If I go any direction, it's like I want to go over to the left here because I want to try and block that bot from getting to this point I'm standing at now. Because then we'll keep on getting the forward spawns, and then any fight that we win will make progress. If you don't have the forward spawns, any fight you win, you probably won't make very much progress at all. Baby Diva. Wow, we weren't doing anything to her. Was she getting healing or something? I noticed she had some overhealth coming out of mech. Anna's hiding behind there, and the cheeky little hello as well. I'll show you. I've got my coalescence, which we'll just be able to use here. Mercy's trying to deathmatch us as well. We do manage to take her out. Coalescence self-healing us a bit. There is a Zen there. We've got to respect that. Heal orb. Okay, Soldier Visor as well. Didn't quite get enough health back. So, we're not getting the forward spawn now. The next task is, can we block the enemy team from getting the forward spawns? Actually went out the indecisive about which door to go out of. So team so far blocking them. Going to go for a little bit of a flank now that the team's got the objective under control. We can tank Diva for quite a while here. We have our perk as well. And just fake fade that and then carry on a bit more damage. Still got to select our perk, but yeah, I still have to think a little bit about where the perks are that I take. It'd be nice if they were the same button for each, because then I just know to always press that, but not quite. Supports do get eliminated. Oh, more supports. Their third support also eliminated, and yeah, our team's making rapid progress here. Without the supports, we can definitely put a bit of pressure on them. Why would I say hello there? I don't know. Oh, we've been discovered. We've been discovered by the enemy Mercy. I mean, it just means maybe they've watched the channel for quite a while. GG. Thank you very much. I hope you see this one. If you do, let me know in the comments. Right. Another player, Valar777, did, I believe, want to play Moira, but we instantly locked it in. I think they were like level 500 or something on Moira. And to put it in perspective, on this account, we're only like 300. I do play on a lot of different accounts. Not so much recently, it's normally either MoiraTech or Arcs, but over the years I've had a lot of different ones active. So thank you very much for letting me play the Moira. You didn't have much of a choice. I locked it in, but I appreciate the fact that you didn't troll or anything. Right, so they are also on Kiriko this game. Gonna bounce around the damage orb in there. Keep an eye on the players over the other side. That's a good fade jump location for us, which we can always just cross over to. Ryan pushes in, so we want to put some pressure on the players who are thinking they are just going to be able to walk through the choke point. But they weren't quite able to. Heal orb should get most of our team up here. We don't want to fade jump back. Not with that many players up there, because we will just get deleted. And you know, there are options to drop to the low ground after the fade, but there's nothing really that we want to bait there. Lucio, nice bubble from the enemy Xayah. This is a little bit scary if the Lucio pushes us back over onto the Rhine. Rhine is going for us, but opted to go for the Reaper instead. I think Diva was also showing up there. Diva very low. We can bounce an orb. Everyone kind of taking quite a bit of damage, but somehow we're all really surviving. Apart from the isolated Sojourn on the high ground, it's not really an issue that they were there. If anything, they were providing a great off angle. Fade the Fire Strike. Coalescence. Didn't work out great for us. But I don't mind that. I don't value Coalescence really as an ult. I find it's just a great pressure ult. And in that situation, if we get a couple more kills, it would stagger them for a decent amount of time, their team, because they'd already lost some players quite a while ago. Right, they changed the position of this car, and it's annoying because the fade jump up here is a little bit harder to hit. But, yeah, we did manage to hit it that time. Again, we can fade all the way around the corner. So we can play quite far forward there. Dragon gets 3. We can push forward with this one. Can we get any late staggers at all? Doesn't look like it. Right. Enemy team back in the spawn. 1 minute 50. 3 seconds until they do it. We'll fade jump up top. Just kidding. We failed it. Again, they moved that car as well. I heard the footsteps and I thought they were going to be up on the high ground, but they weren't. Malga was getting very low there. We're going to keep that orb in the room because we're expecting players to push forward. And the orb does run out of capacity there. Kept some players back, which meant that the Malga did get killed. Lucio, oh, getting low. There was an Ashe shooting at us. I think the jump might have saved us there because she delayed her shot. Sombra. Okay, heal orb. Okay, there's the Ashe up top. Want to make sure that we can get rid of them if possible. We've got Coalescence as well. Sorry, Reaper, I haven't got time to deal with that. There we go. You did survive anyway. Get hacked out of that one. We are going to be able to fade. Make sure that we're not visible. I think Malga was probably chasing us. He's going to find himself in amongst our entire team. And knowing that they've lost players, we can push aggressively. Try and get some more staggers. 50 seconds remaining for them. Okay, Zaya bubble over onto the Ana. We took 1 shot. 2. Okay, time to fade back. Oh, Sombra's on the point. I don't know if she... I think they already had the first tick, right? I'm not sure, but either way, got a bit more time on there. Reverse orb. We can always reverse that one back to follow the Zen. Bob is over onto the point. Does pop our Diva mech, but Bob is eliminated. Flat bounced orb. Gonna reverse that one early because it was taking a little too long to try and reverse there. This is a problem. Wow, okay. Enemy team look like they're going to be able to secure this first point. It was looking like a very comfortable hold, but maybe it's a little bit of Team Fortress 2 syndrome where players don't really do anything until the clock forces them to do it. And then they all push in like crazy and then it just works. And had they have done that earlier, they would have capped it earlier, but it was only because the clock forced them to. That's what I call Team Fortress 2 syndrome, because if you've ever played on a public TF2 server, generally nothing happens until it's forced to happen. Right, we're going to try and save the Diva here with Coalescence through the Malga ult. We do seem to be able to do that with help of the other supports, of course. Malga overextending a little bit. So we're going to push forward. Can we get pressure over onto the Ana? She was so weak. And it's annoying that you can't reverse the orbs when you're dead, but you know, that's fine. The whole enemy team does get eliminated anyway. Just we're kind of far away. Wish I had electrolytes from Stadium.
My ultimate is ready. Join me.
Yeah, they changed again the layout of some of this map, so there wasn't really an orb that I could fire from too long a range.
Let the Kitsune guide you. All systems go.
Okay, they've got a Symmetra as well. She does get taken down. Zaya's going to get eliminated here. And I think that's too many ults. I don't think we needed the Reaper ult there. Zen getting very low. We're going to have to back off from that one. Let's kill whoever that hero is. And Zen stepped back out, but I've got a friend here this time. Right, so outside their spawn. Can walk in here. I'm actually thinking about a sneaky body block. If we weren't antied there. She does get killed anyway. I think it worked. So it's like, yeah, put the orb there, stand in the way of the doorway, don't let her back in. Want to go for the same thing, but yeah, they're all currently trying to push out the top door.
30 seconds remaining.
Even if it's not the body block, just the up-down orb bounce in there and then fade out. Oh, that's not great. Reverse the heal orb, but it's still not enough. Reaper getting a couple of kills. Having to back off. Good movement.
10 seconds
Only, I mean, there's 5 seconds remaining. They're going to be in overtime trying to push this objective now. We've nearly got Coalescence. Feeling very, very confident. Thinking of a flank, but then it was like, our team are going to push forward. Maybe they'd want some of that healing. Either way, let's see what we can do here. Oh, we've lost our Hanzo. Reaper's over onto the point. Yeah, and I didn't step forward on the damage orb. But does mean we're able to get one of their DPS. Going to fade early to cleanse that Discord. Zen has Transcendence though. Sombra tried to hack us, but we reacted in time. Didn't track her fast enough there, and also didn't get the fade jump up onto the high ground. That's where we were aiming for, but we kind of went down the stairs before we jumped. So we're unable to do that, and despite the distraction, our team getting a little bit crushed here. Nobody pushing forward. In fact, okay, so we got D.Va there. Hanzo Dragon. We're going to try... Yeah, we got baited a little bit by the dragon, because when somebody's committing an ult to it, that's normally my sign to just kind of go in for it. But yeah, it wasn't going to work out for us. I always say that if you have a good, like somebody makes a good call and only 3 of your team follow it, then there's a good chance that it's going to fail. But if somebody makes a bad call and all 6 of your team follow it, there's a decent chance it can work. And so yeah, in that sense, when the Hanzo made the call, it was like, I wouldn't have gone in for this, but since we're using ults... Oh no, not another grab! They're just walking this. They're absolutely... It feels like our team are playing very, very scared. Like, just not going forward to contest. Okay, well, it went from a very comfortable first point defense to the enemy team having 30 seconds left, or 32 seconds left. That's not ideal. Right, okay, our turn to attack. Fade jump up onto the high ground. I'm going to fire the orb just in case anyone picks. As that demon, I think she received some buffs as well. I'll have to see what it's like playing against her. Missed the fade jump up top. Team's up there, Torbjorn. That's not what we want to see here. Oh, but the turret's in a position. Okay. Let's see what this hero's like. We want to drag her away from the fight. Heal orb. Okay, she can displace us away from our heal orb. You know what? That damage is actually pretty scary. Luckily, we found a Mauga and a weak Torbjorn there. And Mauga's killing the Zarya as well with our little healing help. Yeah, looks like Demon's also going to get taken down quite easily. That worked out. We basically took one of their tanks for a run and our team just dominated the point. The power of the distraction. Okay, orb over onto the low health Zen. You get taken down. Fade jump. Up top. Didn't know if we could do that in advance because, yeah, they've changed the map since I last played it. But it looked like something we could fade jump up and so we did. Again, team walking all over them here. Do you hear that? Demon in the lower entrance. Gonna put some pressure on those. Okay, we're discorded, so Discord just ruins all the fun at the party. So we are gonna fade them back off from this one. Goes for a little sword stab or something. We're gonna try and attack the back loaf. Nearly faded onto the Bastion grenade. But yeah, still able to push a bit forward. Minor perks unlocked. Okay, Coalescence. They do get bubbled. Who are we going to go for? It's the Bastion. No. Okay, Cassidy gets taken down. Bastion's getting very low. I don't mind it. Yes, we had Fade, but we tanked basically everyone's fire for as long as possible. Got as much damage, and I mean, our team just cleaned them all up after that. They'd pretty much used everything. So the fact that we get killed there's not the end of the world. As you can see, it's all about the team result here. Like, and we just conclusively won that fight. Okay, we've got a lot of time. 5 minutes, 38 seconds. Enemy team's on a Ryan. Can we get any damage over to the Bastion? We're gonna have to fade back. Ryan did use the fire strike, so we can stand here for at least a second. There's another one. He shouldn't have another one immediately. Bad time to pin. Up again. Actually, no. Great time to go for a pin if you've got Nano as well. No chance we're going to be able to heal them. that orb's not so much for the Rhine, it's for the bounce over onto the Ana. Was standing close just to see if I could maybe just reach in there and get a little bit of damage. Reaper's chasing us here. Okay, we were trying a little bit of standstill dodging there, but as soon as he hit one of those kind of meat shots, we were forced to immediately fade back. Okay, Ryan's punished. Mauga though does go down. Winston goes down. Transcendence is used, which is definitely going to be helpful. Can we get them? Ana here. I'm okay with the Coalescence. The Ana's taken down. Cassidy's taken down. Reaper forced to retreat. Our Reaper's in there as well. Damage orb, we've got to get them as well. Okay, let's just keep this going. High ground so that we're safe from the Ryan. He recognizes it and opts to try to go for somebody else. We're all over around their spawn right now. So are two of our players as well. A little bit far forward. We want to make sure that we've got a TP location for Kiriko. Not so much now. Our team's all here. Okay, High Noon. Timed that one. Timed that one perfectly, actually. He was hyper focused on getting us down. But yeah, we faded it well. Orisa getting very, very low. Zen still in that room. Also low health. Monkey takes him down. 4 minutes 21 versus 1 minute. Enemy team to attack first, but looking promising.
Switching sides.
Right. The keen-eyed among you would notice that for all the other games, I've skipped this section and just gone straight into the action. But here, I thought, let's test this out. So we're asking the other Moira player on our team, do you watch any Moira streamers or YouTubers? Yes, with a smiley face. Do they know who we are?
Stick together. Let me take the hit.
Because I don't really... If they didn't put the smiley face, I would have said, oh, who? Because they put the smiley face, We hit that fade jump, by the way. Just like, okay, we'll just leave it at that then. But maybe they're onto us. Right. Probably not going to be... Oh. Looking for the channel. Always forget the name.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Arcs or something. Arcs UK? You mean that channel? Make sure you like and subscribe. But we don't have time to talk to them anymore because the round is starting. Enemy team, where are they pushing from? Sounds like they were pushing from... I don't know, something about that. The sounds like... It's twice now I've got the wrong direction. We used to be very certain with that. Orisa dodged the spear. Could have sent us off the map actually, but... Right, the fade jump across over onto the high ground. We can play from here. Gotta make sure that we don't just sit out on the open. Oh, that's unlucky. We were going to push kind of behind them there. But actually, there's a Hanzo on us. They do hit big shots. We're going to have to fade, but also round the corner. Okay, Hanzo's still pushing us. The movement dodge is timed against the Hanzo attacks. Heal Orb, we had two players over there. Might be able to do something to help them out here. Kiriko probably could have got a bit of more healing over onto that Diva. Oh, we missed the damage orb. Even the reverse. Oh, okay, the reverse is at least hitting the Orisa. We're going to have to jump up top. Does mean that we can isolate the Kiriko and at least try and put some pressure on him. Oh, fade. Coalescence, but there's two players at the choke. If those players weren't there, we were going to fade away from the choke, get some health back, and we could attack the players who were still on the point. But because they were there, it was like, okay, let's just focus down these players. It's our only chance of survival. So enemy team do manage to cap it. It's not the end of the world as long as they don't kind of full cap this stage. Well, not the stage even, but the map. So still asking, who's the best? I'm playing the game. We can't talk right now. It's overtime. No time to talk. Right. Pushing up aggressively. Ryan's pushed forward. We want to go for the objective. Kitsune rush as well. We fade through and take down the Hanzo. We do, and the enemy team C9 the point. That's what happens when the tanks run forward. We're up to 16k damage with 12k healing. Not too bad. Check his... oh, okay. Who's the best Moira? Yeah, I don't know. But check his channel later. You might be in his next video. Dun dun dun. And I realise that that's a little bit ambiguous because does it mean check the best Moira's channel or check Arx's channel? But it's fine. You're here, maybe. Or you didn't. Whatever, it's fine.
I'll be fine once you shut up.
Stay in sight, and I'll keep you safe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commence.
Right, let's attack. Very wholesome. But we've still got work to do, my friend. So pushing top with the Malga, or nicely placed in the doorway. We can reverse it as well. Might as well get a bit more damage on the Rhine. Hopefully help out the Malga. We can now line an orb up with the back line. Trying to just trade off this Rhine, because if we can, but we see a low health Juno. Do take him down. Damage orb over onto the Rhine, but they get eliminated. D.Va as well. I mean, that's quite a quick attack. Gonna push up, see if we can make sure to prevent anybody getting back to the point in time. And that's GG. Yeah, I forgot in the game as well that we had to get it a bit further. I fade back, was like, oh, okay. No problem though. We've only got to get it round the corner here. Okay, so we've lost the mech. Get hit by a fire strike. Got to be careful. Okay, thank you, Kiriko, for the Suzu and healing. We heard footsteps, but it must be in that room again. Just something with the verticality of the players we're fighting. We can't read it. Right, aggressive jump up to the top. There's a lot of players lined up there. We do take some damage from the Rhino. Reaper's TPing next to us. Let's jump up over onto the statue. Juno, a bit low health. Anna's trying to get some healing over onto them. Okay, more high ground. Coalescence from the high ground now. And our team do manage to secure the win. 5-4 the score. Got 18k damage, 13k healing, 49 limbs and 9 deaths. Pretty fun game. Pretty cool interactions with some of the players these games. Guys, I hope you like the videos. Hope you've hit the like button, subscribed if you want to see more. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Maybe Stadium next, maybe 5v5. We'll see. GG.